I played their stuff a lot back in the day. I didn't realize it was the same developer. But anyway, yeah, Prison Architect. The first thing I think most people will think when they see this game is like, oh, this looks like RimWorld. Is it by the same people? And no, no, it is not. Like the story of RimWorld is a little sketchy, because they like lifted everything visually and a lot of things like UI wise from Prison Architect here. They like went plugging their game like crazy on the Dwarf Fortress forums as like, hey, here's a better game like this. And then like they gave their first interview to anyone that I'm aware of to freaking Breitbart. So this is why I don't play RimWorld. But Prison Architect, you know, it's a thing. It is less edgy of a thing than you think it would be, too. It rewards you for being like a reasonably kind designer. You want to avoid conflicts and, you know, stabbings in the shower and like abusive guards and stuff largely. Yeah, which is like you wouldn't expect that. Oh yeah. There's a lot of sketchery there. And in the game itself. But yeah, this is very like Dwarf Fortressy, except that, you know, it's a prison. It has what was before the game just ripped it off wholesale. A pretty like uniquely minimalist art style too. But yeah, I couldn't not mention like trivia about RimWorld while playing this because like someone was gonna ask in the comments somewhere at some point or something. But yeah, this game first, it is a game that I am more ethically on board with, despite it being a game where you're running a prison. It's also had like a truckload of updates since I've played it too, so I'm not sure if I'm actually in a tutorial or need to just like deal. Like when I first played this, it was like just sandbox mode. Okay, this is now the tutorial apparently. Okay, so da-da-da. Is there a price difference? No, there is not. Who doesn't like nice cold concrete? So, doom. There's the floor. There's, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what they do. But yeah, so this is definitely one of those, I guess people usually call them like colony management sims these days. Where, you know, you have your budget, you're building all your buildings and whatnot. Doors. Where do you keep the doors? Keep the doors somewhere. And there's blueprint stuff. Just gotta like let them build their floor first. While they work too, I can also just, you know, see what's up with some random people. But yeah, what impressed me about this when I first played it forever ago is that, what was that? Oh, yeah, yeah. The Red Cross is, like, weirdly litigious about games. But yeah, like, there's a lot of stuff in this where you wind up, like, you know, getting the option to like build like visitation centers and like maternity centers if you have female prisoners, and like just trying to like, you know, make things as not horrible people as you can. While still being a prison warden, which is like a weird, interesting mix of like rewarding compassion while also forcing you to just be a horrible person inherently. Oh, okay, doors are there, yes. That was over there somewhere. Wall. Oh, it's a whole separate tab for him, okay. There we go. Now I can just look and build stuff, maybe look around. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this where you can like easily copy and paste stuff like this, just like, you know, make a whole block of cells at once and not have to like individually place every bed and stuff like that. There's some pretty good like AI for the little characters. You give them their little jobs to do and whatnot, and like having to station guards in places in, I guess, later scenarios now, since it's not by default to the whole free build thing, but like make sure people like watching people when they're, you know, are alone inside somewhere for too long, so they don't like get up to mischief, like stabbing each other. Stabbing each other is the big thing you want to avoid generally. And like playing out your logistics so that like people can bring stuff inside, not just leave the door open and wander out like this person is doing. Okay, that's somebody who works here. Okay, so you're not so much the warden, because the warden's right there, but yeah. Okay. But like nice, like simple, easy to use UI too in this. Yeah, let's just speed things along a bit. For a lot. So I'm kind of in tutorial mode and don't really have reason to care about everything that's going on, but I'm not paying attention, which is normally the case. These large doors that I now remember where they are. In their own little tab here. Well, you can zoom in really far. You can zoom out really far. I was hitting Q there because I've been playing a ton of Factorio lately. And just all the shortcut keys are just like really active in my brain right now. I do like how everything just like comes in on the truck, and so I just go out there and carry it over and then install it. Fine, no problem. Their little statuses. It's very like Dwarf Fortress inspired, this one, and tries to like, you know, give some complexity to people. Not so much the guards, but the prisoners definitely. You can just kind of see what all their deals are, how long they're in here for, if they've been here before. Watch them use the toilet apparently. Move them around. Have people randomly harass them. takes them off, so like you're discouraged from doing it if you don't have an actual reason to. Okay, so rooms. Sell. Zoop. And this is like the official campaign mode that I'm starting from the beginning here, and like notice like it didn't give me a 5-minute long, you know, introduction scene. We're just getting right into it. Have a nice little bed. Have a toilet where you can sit and look at your bed. I keep trying to hit Q to close menus out and put stuff away that's in my hands. That will probably need the entire time I'm playing this, and I'm sorry. I've just been... Factorio is a hell of a game. But I was saying, too, earlier, that, like, I was encouraged recently by someone who may or may not still be in chat to maybe do a Factorio stream at some point, which I might, but, like, I think I'm going to finish my current playthrough first, because in my current playthrough I'm trying to do a lot of, like, stuff to get a quick start next time I play it. And I figure it'd be much more entertaining to watch me, like, you know, quickly progressing into the late game stuff than it would be to see me just, like, struggling as I fail to set up a proper, you know, automation of a tool chest. Yeah, make the death house look nice. And there's like some self-awareness of like how messed up the premise this game is, which I appreciate. Okay. You know, again, like a little compassion. Ooh, a bookcase, yeah, that's a good idea. Something to read. Some better flooring. Yeah, what's a nice, fun, festive pattern? Let's see. Well, there's, of course, this. And, you know, let's jazz it up a little in here. Some classy wooden flooring. In fact, let's keep it real classy and just do this everywhere, except for the little room. Okay, does that satisfy that one? Yes. We're making little paving stones there, and oh yeah, some nice lights. Nice and bright. Good tracking of the little like quest log there too. No music at all in this game. So what is this? Oh. Oh. That's probably not good. Probably have somebody check on you. don't know if I have a proper medical facility in this tutorial place, but you know. Okay, so, okay, good, this guy. I'd rather not, honestly. Yeah, the whole campaign was like, well, to me, a recent addition. I see someone was having fun with their little cutscenes, though. It's very, like, old, like, what was the old horror comic anthology series sort of style? I don't think Creepshow, that was the movie, but like... you know, censoring of genitals sometimes is kind of funny. Can we admit it? Like, just the decisions people make of gore versus nudity. It's you know, it's really a thing. That too. Meditated twice. But yeah, like stuff like this I like about this is like pointing out screwed up stuff about the criminal justice system. Oh right, there's a whole like plumbing and wiring thing and this isn't there. Oh. Do. There's like some reach to these, I believe. Here they go. They're big wooden spools. So for some reason, when I was growing up, I knew someone who just like had one of these in his yard, and it was like at a certain age, the ultimate toy. Like here is a giant like wooden circular thing that you could like push around in the yard and uses a makeshift table, which like makes me sound like I was born in the 30s or something. That's a good like thing to have in the yard to play with as a child. Okay. Yep. Yep. And hurry it up. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, very good at like mass building stuff. Just put like dragging stuff out in this. And there's a whole blueprint thing, like many games like this. Alright, put the thing in the thing. So 1, 2, and 3. Hope you're enjoying your books. I do like the low detail Jesus. So could you imagine if you like were convicted of some kind of serious crime in a place that did executions, and then they made you like talk to a Catholic priest, like no, thank you. Like if that's your deal, sure, but like I am a left-leaning weird woman. No, thank you. Rest is bad enough. This is kind of an artistic style for these little story mode cutscenes. It's a little Phantasy Star 4, actually. Are those like sewn on, or is that little holes? Okay, no, it's little holes. I could have sworn that was going to end with like, oh, then the governor calls. But no, we're going with the pitch dark tutorial apparently. You know, it's cheap. Maybe send two. Oh, I control these. Okay. Yeah. Why don't you all go here? Why don't you all go here? Get your hosing on. There's a whole like water drainage system built into the stove. Maybe move in a bit more. Maybe you like come around this way. Things from that side. There you go. The hose tracking is kind of impressive too. Like, there's a lot going on under the hood with this. Okay, I think that's that. We can all, I think I'll go. Everything else is on fire, right? Don't like that. It still says extinguish the flames there. So I am sending him back because, like, I think I'm done. That thing looks to still be on fire. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I did in fact miss one little tiny spot of flame. And yeah. like, yeah, the developers just like really kind of went all out on like what kind of stuff can I put in this game. Okay, now I know I can probably handle just the one. There you go. SAC fire, yeah, they will start doing their thing. Micromanage a little bit more here. Actually, get like more in there. Like it tracks the hose, they move around, like and turns it, like. You wouldn't think so with like the really simple character models, but like there's like really like weird amounts of attention to detail in like this places you wouldn't expect it in this. And I think it does like not quite to the full extent, but some attempt at like Dwarf Fortressy relationship tracking between prisoners. Okay, fire is out. Hooray. Well, first things first. Yeah. Alright, them up real quick. And infirmary. He is somewhere. Down there. Okay. And yeah, this is all gotta go. I mean, this could be repaired, but sure. Also, oh yeah, you guys, you can go home. Trash go here. Yeah. Oh, I noticed. Oh, okay. There you go. Really high armor. Okay, there we go. Did I not? I definitely dismissed the firemen. Did they not? Okay, there we go. And then yeah, let's take a quick little zoom in here. Okay, you're being treated. Okay. So yeah, clean super fast. Yeah, apparently the decision to go with this like simplified, just like head and torso thing was just like, well, there's no limbs. You don't have to like have animations for anything. Which let them focus on other stuff. I mean, he looked fine a second ago. Yeah. Oh, I think I remember that one. But again, it's kind of a grim game because you are like managing a prison and like people are being like stabbed and like coming back again and again and like I think when you're actually like playing in proper free play mode, like there are optional things you want to like accept, death row people or not. Um, but like there's a weird sensibility to it, and there's like a weird level of detail to it. So it's for what it is, it is the best form of what it is. Whether what it is should be is questionable. You know. But it does tend to be at every level, like actively aware that, like, this is a messed up system for everybody involved. And if I recall, it also like greatly rewards the like actual compassion that you can get with like later optional stuff. Of like, what if we bring in, I don't know, some like mental health people, decorations. Let's see. And like UI wise, like this is an extremely good game. Okay, let's put someone in there. Okay, and then oh. Do okay. Say again. Okay. There we go. Okay. So. Do. Let's rebuild this. By 20. And let's make some building, I guess. 12 by 12. Oh. Oh no. Hang on. No, it's not in the foundation. Again. Let's see. And I think if I like hold down shift, then it will no? Okay, so I really want is like 22 by 22 because there's walls involved. And I actually want walls. And then there are doors. Da. Let's see. Yeah, let's just have some regular doors. Okay. It's going to be the kitchen. It's going to be the canteen. Let's choose a printer anyway, it's fine. Let's see, some stuff. Let's put these tables in here. So you want 6 of them. It helps if I actually like have the room then, doesn't it? Or I can just, let them finish building like the actual structures first. That's the thing too. Speed that up. Wait, shower? That's the wrong room. It's supposed to be a kitchen. That's more like it. Power and all this. I do wish that the tutorial was like not where everything opens. Alright, gonna need water as well. Probably should have checked where this was when I was building this, but oh well. Alright, I'm also still building all this stuff, so hurry that up. And then I have to, like, want to put lights in there and all that, and blah, blah, blah. And maybe station guards in the kitchen because there's dangerous things in there. And yeah, it doesn't really go for comedy. It's like, it takes itself a lot more seriously than it should, which I appreciate a lot. Because I can totally see the theme hospital version of this. But anyway, we get the idea, and I feel like it's dead air for me to play this like all the way through this scenario, but you kind of get the idea of like how nice the UI is, how much there is like systems wise. I mean, other rooms include classrooms, chapels, people on parole, libraries, growing new trees, so that it's able to like do wooden crafty things. I actually have power issues. And then there's like, well, okay, the weird amount of decorations because it's been out long enough to get like weird holiday packs apparently, but sure, why not have some paper lanterns in your prison? Just be a little festive. And again, there's like the whole electrical system and water maintenance and like really complex pathing for guards if you want them to like make sure people aren't sneaking around certain areas, and the emergency services, which get advanced, and like bring in psychologists to like try to help people out that way. Do some gardening. And the UI for everything, like, very, 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 like, nice and simple and intuitive. Yeah, I played through, like, the one little intro scenario. They get very complicated. I think the last one, at least if it's structured like the old tutorial for this gets to the point of, like, checking for, like, escape attempts and doing room searches and, like, breaking up fights and all this other stuff and, like, finally, like, getting people, like, reformed and out of here, and actually rewards you for doing that, because this is in a setting that is less bleak about prisons than reality is, slightly. So yeah, it's kind of a neat game, if a bit grim.